you serious, man?
That's not what we did last time. We've
No.
never done that.
All right, let me have it now.
Okay, that's too fucking much. That's too much. That's fucking too much. I can't take it. It's just too fucking much. So, man. Not to complain. I like being here. In all my ever-changing moods. But I just dealt with, I hate the term food poisoning. It sounds so fucking dramatic. Like, I almost died. But man, Saturday evening, just a couple nights ago, Saturday evening, I was doing my usual thing that I do on a Saturday. I look for music for the show, which I didn't get through most of, and I don't really have music for the show, and you saw how good that intro was. So, but yeah, I try to find stuff for the intro, music, and then I try to find music to play, meaning just trying to find different kind of shit that I've never heard before, shit that I like, shit that perhaps people with ears that can hear would like. And I made a veggie burger. And I had some chips, the American chips, like out of a bag, the unhealthy, bad for you. I think they were Lay's sour cream and onion. I'm such a heathen. And apple juice with half water, equal parts apple juice and ice. That's the way I take it. Apple juice straight up is too much for me. It's too sweet. And then, the evening came and I made myself a fettuccine alfredo and sugar snap peas. And, you only boil them for seriously, 45 seconds. And they're ready to go. You go over 45 seconds, you're just dealing with some mushy shit. And as soon as I was done eating, I thought, well, I feel funny. I just feel strange. Kind of just like I overate, but I never overeat. But whatever. So then I'm sitting in my little house, and I'm reading Joan Didion, and I'm reading her book, The White Album. Great book. And all of a sudden I feel like maybe I'm possessed by a demon. And I'm sitting in the chair, and there's something immediately wrong with me. Let's get some ambient music to really to tell my story. So there's something super wrong with me now, and I could feel it's almost like something's trying to escape from my bowels, and not outward. I'm talking about forward-facing, shooting out, and I know it's. It's not only percolating, it's doing gymnastics. It's ready, and it's like I'm fucking jumping out of your face like Mary Lou Retton in the 1984 Olympics. So I live in a little pool house on my friend Keith's property, Keith wasn't even home that night. I could have ran to his bathroom. No, I couldn't have. I couldn't have made it. My little pool house, there's not a bathroom. I pee outside. I use the bathroom inside. But in this case, it was so much of an emergency. See, even like, it's still on my mind. So I like, even though I haven't puked in so long, and now that I have again, sorry, I gave away the whole thing. But now that I have again, I feel like I'm not gonna puke right now, but I'm just remembering by telling the story. And so I had taken off my cardigan and I'd taken off my button-up shirt because I started to sweat. And then it was like, yep, go time. So I ran out my little pool house and I threw up in the grass. And the little cat was next to me. Meow, meow. And I was like, not now, kitty. You better watch out. Don't step in the puke. And it was just Exorcist, just shooting vomit. I'm sorry, this is gross. Sorry, ladies. And it just shot, and I just kind of just was like sitting there on my little wooden dock. My house is raised about 2 feet up, so I'm sitting on my little wooden dock like, oh, geez, okay, that was enough. No, more. So much came out of me. And now I'm sweating, and I'm cold, and I got my shirt off in the night air, even though in May it's not that cold, but it still was night air, and I was sweating, and this, I had just vomited this demon out of my body. And so I think it's, okay, that must be it. That's gotta be the thing. I'm gonna feel better now, right? Like, that's what happens. Like, even when you're, you know, this didn't happen to me a whole lot, but even when you're like super wasted and you're on the floor spinning, then you puke and like, oh God, thank you, that's over, I feel so much better now. One would think, I was thinking that was the case. I came back into my little pool house after my face vomit explosion, and I took my pants off and took my underwear off, and I got into bed under my big duvet thing and my sheets that I just washed. And not that I made them dirtier at all, but I'm thinking of myself, I puked, and now my puke body is back in, and now I'm sweating. I'm sweating so much. Like I just got like a COVID shot 6 hours later. I'm sweating, and then my teeth started chattering, like, and I just like, and I started laughing, like, oh my God, I can't believe I can't believe I feel like this. Like, this is crazy. Like, one toe gets out from under the duvet, and it's like, oh, it's so cold. Oh my God, fuck for shit. And then you back over to covering up, sweating. And I started to drift off into a weird, like, kind of fever dream. And this must have only been like midnight. And so I'm in this weird dream, and then I'm kind of like in a K-hole, and I'm looking through like a peephole, and it's like a man, like, that's just black and white, and this guy's just drawing pictures. And I was like, I don't want to look at that. Why do I keep looking at that? And somehow I was able to change what he was drawing, but I couldn't change the perspective. And then all of a sudden I was thinking about the beach. I'm like, that's nice. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, it's coming again. And in my sleep, it shot me up, and there was just no time to react. So now I'm in the backyard naked, throwing up. But this time it's not like the all encompassing, like, rah. It's more like, and struggling to get the end out. And the end that came out, I can't believe this is in our body ever. The end that came out, it tasted like paint thinner. It was so toxic. It tasted like something that went into an automobile. It was fucking insane. And then I thought, holy shit. I'm naked in the backyard. I'm puking. And the kitty's like, meow, meow. And I was like, really, kitty, since it's not the time. I love you, kitty. But, so there I was, and then I brushed my teeth, because admittedly I didn't do it the first time, because I was so rock'em sock'em robots fucked up. I couldn't even brush my teeth. And I know that it's gross. So the first time I only laid down for like 45 minutes. After the first initial battle of mouth to grass combat. And yeah, then I was in bed, and I had a strange night of just rolling back and forth and sweating and being cold, and then trying to get my feet out from under the blanket. Then I'm too cold, and yeah, woe is me, huh? But So, here I am. Here we are. Thank you for being here. But I feel fucking insane. It's 48 hours later, and most certainly don't feel the way I felt yesterday on Sunday. But I most certainly don't feel up to the task of doing this. I don't feel like I'm... Not that it's that daunting of an endeavor, but, you know, you kind of want to feel good when you're doing this kind of thing, I suppose. But son of a bitch, man, I feel fucking nuts. And about 10 minutes ago, I was saying, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this tonight. I don't have any music plan. I tell you, the first like 4 episodes, it was so fun to be able to speak. Yeah, play that. That shit's gone out the window. It's gone way out the window. It's gone out the window with the wind. The wind goes out the window. Hence why they call it a window. You know? You park in the driveway, but you drive on the parkway. Huh? How about that? George Carlin. But this, I tell you, won't be the longest show I've done. Because my dumb old ass should probably get back to bed soon. I'm not sweating as much as I was earlier. And luckily I'm not contagious. Because I'm in the room with producer Sage and Mr. Carl. And I probably shouldn't be smoking or drinking wine, but hey, you know. You say Pipto, I say Dismal. You know? But yeah, that was insane. I've thrown up naked more than most people. For sure. More than your average bear. But no. Well, you guys laughing brings me self-confidence. I don't know if you guys know that. What are you eating? Are you eating a milkshake with a spoon?
Greek yogurt, blueberries.
Oh, that's so much healthier, Kyle. Good job. Sorry, I assumed. I thought you got like.
I'm a different type.
I thought you got like an unbranded. I thought you like snuck a Wendy's soft serve in a coffee cup.
I thought it was foam from a coffee.
I'm just doing more hamburger.
Just drinking foam. Man, I was shooting foam on my face, and luckily it wasn't that thing because you know. We've all had it before where it's a you get up fucked up and you know it's instant and it's that choice between like, oh my god, it's about to come out of both ends. And so it's like, dude, what am I going to hide over? And you don't know to sit or to put your face down first. And you most certainly don't want to sit first and then put your face down first. And then it's a duel between the sink and the toilet. So you're sitting down, then you turn. That was what's nice about a lot of the New York apartments I had, is that if you got the like, oh my god, it's gonna fly out of my ass, and then you just turn right there's the sink and you can do it. I'm talking about a whole lot of gross, explicit stuff. But once again, I'm out in public, so everything on me is very clean. Clean, you know, like that kind of clean. So, but yeah, I was about to chicken. Never, Kyle. Maybe you. And if you want to get that to clean, you're more godly than I am. But I thought about aborting this show. And cutting this baby out of my beautiful belly and getting rid of this future soul. But then I realized my Christian nationalist values took over, and got to make sure that all lives, all inseminations are precious, including the ones where girls are raped by uncles, because that's what the Christian right wants. More people. And if you end up on the streets, we're not going to take care of you, because that's it. You're not a baby anymore. But if you're a puppy, I treat you even nicer. But here we are. So I figure I'll just talk I'll just do like anything's different. I'll do a bunch of stupid meandering and talk and fill time and hopefully you laugh and think it's funny and you turn to your significant other and say, Dale's crazy. He's crazy. He's throwing up naked. The cat's like, meow. Jeez. Should have my own cartoon. Hannah Montana.
Did the rabbit see you?
The rabbit always hangs out in the back of the house at night. She does shifts. It seems like her afternoon shifts are by the pool. She's kicking it. You know, she's tanning. For a really pale rabbit, she tans a lot. And, if you want to see the bunny in all her glory, if you go to the last song of the last episode, and the last episode was great, we had Alon on. This isn't a podcast. This isn't meant to turn into some sort of fucking sponsored Manscaped program where one day we have Andrew Huberman on and he tells you to fucking suntan your butthole and your balls and fucking work out and drink creatine. But we're not selling supplements, and this is just a thing to exist. I want a thing with music and talking and funny silliness and a bunch of visuals to exist. And as long as YouTube exists, I suppose this will be on there. And I think it'll be interesting for people outside of the skateboard world to get their hands on it and look at it and touch it and grope it and fondle it and molest it with their face, ears, eyes, nose, and mouth. Really take it in and see it for what it is. But it just happened Alon was in town. Just as the week before, Blake was in town. It was great to have them. That said, I don't want this to be a... I was talking to someone recently. They said, why don't you number it? And, why don't you, have names to it? I said, does everything have to be a thing? Does everything have to be a... And on today's episode, we're having... Barack Obama. Why does everything have to be a whole... Why does everything need a whole... guide you in and describe the whole thing? And I don't want that. It's just some art or some funny shit and image and Japanese writing and it's just... I don't want all the guts to have the bells, whistles, yo-yos and shit. That's all podcast stuff, man. This is anti-podcast. This is just... I want it to be like a public access cable show from the early 90s where it's just somebody talking and music and sometimes their friend comes on and they're playing weird videos along with the music, and I suppose that's what it is and that's what this is. And why am I complaining? I don't know. Just sometimes why isn't more you just say what's going to happen on the show? Why don't you number them? It's everybody does all that fucking shit. Why don't you go fucking with Brooke Kreisner if you want organization? Fucking, if I get any fatter and grow a beard and go completely bald, then I'll fucking have my comedy podcast. And you could fucking log into that. I'll have Pauly Shore on and Bobby Lee. I know fucking Bobby Lee. I was on a TV show with Bobby Lee. Bobby Lee's a nice guy. So yeah, that's where we're at. And I feel fucking nuts. I feel...
I feel good.
No, the opposite. I feel and I don't feel gross like I did for the last 48 hours. I was like, oh man, is it okay for me to eat this bean and cheese taquito? Am I gonna be okay? The first day, Sunday, I had a slice of pizza and a half, and I was like, ooh, that's enough. But I just feel like all this strength has just been siphoned out of my butthole. I feel funny. Remember that kid? Is this real life? The kid after the dentist. Is this real life? I feel funny. But yeah, that's that. And I don't know what I always do this. I don't know what music to play. But I tell you, man, I the last couple nights since I went through that violent excavation of my insides due to whatever was temperamental that I ate. Who knows what the fuck it was. I did put a little, I like to, when I cook a fettuccine alfredo and do the sugar snap peas, I like to take the lox salmon, the smoked salmon that you buy for bagels. I like to put that, not in a bagel, into the pasta. You silly goose. I like to take the little pieces of the smoked pasta and I put it into the pasta once the sauce is like on. When I have the sauce in the pan and the pasta going, it cooks so quickly and it's very nice. A little tip for you out there on how to get food poisoning from Jason Dill, care of Gordon Ramsay. What are you doing, you wanker twat? You don't cook it like that. Stop looking at me. That guy sucks, and he has lots of money. Seems like if you have a lot of money, you kind of suck. It's like for the most.
Yes.
That was the most Gen Z I've ever said. It seems like if you have a lot of money, you seem like you suck. Like, really. No, I don't know. I want to have a lot of money and suck. Stop fucking having to get on this fucking dang whole thing and be like, bah, 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 me, my life, boo, boo, hoo, me. I want to go refurbish cave in Hawaii. But so I didn't have any wine on Sunday night, last night, and Saturday night I only had a couple. So of course Sunday night I crawled into bed with old Joan, me and Joan Didion, but I crawled into bed with the White Album, Joan Didion book that I've been reading. She's great. She's the author of Slouching Towards Bethlehem and Year of Magical Thinking. She's a great author. She only died a couple years ago. She lived all the way to like 92. But what an interesting life. But I as you do on night, and especially when I'm not drinking, and it's hard to go to bed. You'd be reading. You get in bed like 10. You're all cozied up with old Joan Didion. And then you read to like 2 in the morning, like, son of a bitch, I almost read this old book sitting here. Which is great. It's a great feeling, but then you're still up. And so I started watching this thing of this man who's in his late 50s and he's in this like 6th generation of native Hawaiians that he owns this like giant portion of property that's only about 45 minutes away from Honolulu, and he's off grid, and it's whatever that means, off grid, but he seems self-sustaining, and he's got kids, and his wife is a news reporter, and she lives in town most of the time. And then before he met his wife, he had made the house, but he would just sleep in a tent on the property, and there's this river going through the property, and it was just all the food he had on the property and everything, and then deer come into the valley, so he shoots the deer with a gun, and he eats the deer and gives the deer to other, and there's other family, parts of the family that live in different parts of the valley. And for me, as much time I spent in Hawaii, it was just such a trip watching this man, like in the modern day, in 2024, he's living on this property, and he's only 45 minutes away. Only 45 minutes away from Honolulu. It's like Honolulu's got the prostitutes and drugs and strip clubs and fat, pale haoles. A haole, Haelos. That's a white person, haole. That's what the Hawaiians call you. And they're drunk and uncultured masses, just grazing on rum, Slurpees, and strange tropical shaped giant plastic neon vessels, Louis Vuitton stores, Dior, and just Jack in the Box and bullshit. And about an hour away from Sandy's, that's where the rich haoles live, Sandy's Beach. One year in the late 90s, some dudes there's a big hill above Sandy's Beach, and when you go past Sandy's Beach and you get into the neighborhood, it's just giant houses that overlook the ocean and whatnot, and they made with rocks this big sign that said Hollywood. Thought that was very funny. And any local would be like, how the fuck you know that, man? Bro, I do know that shit, man. What the fuck? Yeah, what?
Yeah, but
How do you know that shit, man? How's it? I love Hawaii. I love the Hawaiians. They always treated me so nice, man. It's such a great place. So let's just do an episode with no music. Let's just keep talking. Let's keep fucking talking. But I want to feel good when I'm doing the show. And not that I feel terrible. Boo-boo me. So sad. But, I probably shouldn't be smoking or drinking wine right now, but I was trying to stop sweating. I think I have. I think I'm not sweating as much as I was earlier. But here we are, back at FA Radio, at the FA World Headquarters in East Los Angeles. It's getting warmer out there. I gotta say, it must be a nice dry 60. I'm gonna guess it's. Look it up, Sage. But I'd say it's a nice dry, balmy 68 degrees.
Oh, so close.
62. That's a 6 off. When it comes to degrees, it's kind of a lot. But I'm not feeling well, so I think it's warmer. So I win. Just kidding. But yeah, doing a different type of episode. I suppose. But yeah, doing a different type of episode. I also was watching an interview with this older jazz musician last night because I decided to stay up till 5 o'clock in the morning, as you do. And this guy Clifton Davis, and he wrote "Never Can Say Goodbye" in 1968 for the Jackson 5, and he didn't get it to them till about 3 years later, and of course it became a gigantic hit. And that's probably the greatest Jackson 5 song of all time, in my opinion. But he was just noodling on piano, and he didn't own a piano, and a friend of his, I'm telling the story from forgetting whatever the details, but a friend of his knew a guy who worked at a theater that had like a full orchestra that would play at night, and when the band wasn't warming up, him as a very young man, he's in his teens, and he would go and just like quietly like play like noodle at the piano. And one of the older guys came up like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He got scared, like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like I was just noodling. He goes, "What are you playing? What is that?" And mind you, this guy Clifton Davis just started playing piano. He said, "Just a little thing I've been going with." He goes, "You better write that little thing down." And that was Never Can't Say Goodbye. So it's the interesting thing, and this happens it's not that it happens a lot, but it's really interesting where a band starts or someone starts or an artist starts, and they do like a fucking really amazing painting really early on in their thing. And it's like, how the fuck did you do that? You just started. Or someone never wrote a book, and then boom, they write the big book. I always find that stuff super interesting, where it's like someone who's just kind of toying around, and then all of a sudden they make this thing for the world, and the world accepts it with open arms. I love it. I fucking love it. Oh boy. So obviously we're dealing with super different variants of energy here. I'm going up and down like a pendulum. Back and forth. Pendulums don't go up and down, they go back and forth, stupid. What are you talking about? Going up and down like a yo-yo on a roller coaster, sitting next to a rattlesnake. Watch out! That was a chair, not a fart. Okay, so I'm really not even going to attempt to have anything make sense as far as what I'm playing tonight, because it's not going to. Love that this mom shares. My mom's maiden name is Peacock. Yeah. That's her maiden name. And, look, I'm going to play a bunch of songs. You don't like it. I'm sorry. This is not the usual episode full of what I consider really, who knows? But I'll say that sometimes, and then Sage here will turn around and be like, "Dude, it was good." And I was like, "I know, but I thought I was blowing it." So tonight I'm going to go into it thinking I'm blowing it. With a nice shot on the side of, I don't know, quasi-optimism.
Since you've been gone, 7 days, won't you please come?
your mark. But now I'm here to wipe away your tears and help you overcome your fears. Let it get you down. Let it get you down. If you need a friend, I'll be there by your side. Let it get you down. Don't let it get you down. If you need a friend, I'll be there by your side. Sing a song of loneliness, then think of all the times you had. Does it make you feel kind of bad? But now I'm here to wipe away your tears and help you overcome your fears. Let it get you down. Let it get you down. If you need a friend, I'll be there by your side.
Long as I have my clams, I don't give a damn about muddy water. Long as I have my rice and it's tasting nice, I'm gonna love your daughters. Long as I'm sitting well and not raising hell, I won't be a martyr. Yeah. Long as I never read about others' needs, I won't have to suffer. In the twilight of my mind, I know I'm doing something wrong. The green and black elevators bringing me down to the basement on the 13th floor. Long as I have my clams, I don't give a damn about revolution. Long as I have my rice, I don't have to think twice about a solution. Long as I'm sitting well and not raising hell, I can't cause confusion. Long as I'm writing checks and going easy on sex, I'm not a protrusion. In the twilight of my mind, I know I'm doing something wrong. The green and black elevators bringing me down to the basement on the 13th floor. Long as I have my clams, I don't give a damn about of my mind, I know I'm doing something wrong. The green and black elevators bringing me down to the basement on the 13th floor.
Just off Monday, running to a friend. Down the street, where I live. I said things begin. Feel from within. From the message, he had to give. By a buddy of mine, run out of time. His life run out of time. Somebody past noon shot across the room. And now the man no longer lives. Too bad about him. Too sad about him. Don't get me wrong, the man is gone. But it's a wonder he lived this long. Up in the city, they called him Boss Jack. But down home, he was a alley cat. I didn't care nothing about being black. Being a jack. Shot with a handgun. Body sprawled out, you without a doubt, running people out. They're on the floor. A bad bloody mess. Shot all up in his chest. Shot in the chest. One-sided dude, gun and a fool. What a way to go. A in the city they called him Boss Jack. But down home he was an alley cat. I didn't care nothing about being black or Billy Jack.
stroke, I'll be there to smile and to kiss you, to love me more. Only heaven knows what is in store for us in this shameful act we call it love. You hate, you can't deny when your heart is bruised, and yet you recall this love. So my little one, when you fall in love, the sun and the moon will always shine for you. But love is blind, you will live to see when heart starts to love. Oh love, will you promise to be mine and I'll be yours? When the roses grow, I'll be there to smile and kiss you, to love me more. For us in the shameful act we call love. You hate, you can't deny when your heart is closed, and yet you recall this love. Oh, you hate, you can't deny when your heart is bruised, and yet you recall this love. Oh, you hate, you can't deny when your heart is bruised, and yet you recall this love. No, baby, you hate, you can't deny when your heart is bruised, and yet you recall this love.
Oh, let me turn the fan off. Okay. Well, that was good. That was a good block of music. I liked it. And, yeah. You gotta say I'm feeling better. What's up?
I was just snapping. It was good.
Oh, good. Thank you. Poetry Jam. That's gonna be next week. We're gonna have a lot of underground poets coming from the Philadelphia and Bakersfield area. And,
Poetry Jam.
right.
Spelling bee.
I wonder who they're gonna select to be the new leader of Scientology in Bakersfield. It's big shoes to fill. Big shoes to fill. Ever since Roddy McIntyre retired. Oh, son of a bitch. I gotta say, I'm feeling better, but guess what that is? It's because I'm drinking wine. And that's, unfortunately, my reality. But I do feel a lot better. It's funny what wine can do. Jeez. This is the health episode. For your health. You know, you guys, you gotta eat your greens and make sure you eat your asparagus and you eat your squash. What a funny vegetable, squash. I don't remember the last time I enjoyed some squash.
Squash is useless.
And what if you're at dinner and someone says, you want some squash?
No, never.
But it's nice. It's got a good look to it. It looks like an alien brain.
Good color,
Yeah, good color alien brain.
good shape. It's more decorative than like.
Okay, let's not get sexual, Kyle. I was waiting for that to... Ba-bow, I gotcha, boom, boom, boom. But, yes, we are here in the thing, and you are listening. Man, being human, being alive is such a funny... Of course it's funny, and it's sad, and it's fucking nuts. It's just so weird. Like, we're here, our eyes are open. I'm like, yeah, I know, I thought, yeah. No, I saw that video of Britney Spears. She was dancing with knives and shit. And all of a sudden, you're fucking dead. That's it. This is it. You're gone. TV off. See you later. Like, one day, someone was like, did you see that video of Britney Spears with the knife? Yeah, actually, I saw it. I don't even have Instagram. I just popped up on the fucking YouTube, and I clicked it like an asshole. I wasted that 30 seconds of my life. And then one day, it's like, oh, you're gone. No one knows you. No one remembers you. And then fucking that's it. That's it. What did you do with your life? Well, lucky for me, I flew around the world, met a lot of beautiful girls, surfed some fucking pretty big waves,
Primo.
got barreled like 1,000 times from Indonesia to Tehipu, all the way down to Mahanahopu. And, had a couple signature shoes, and, one time I drove a Ferrari. Just kidding, I don't drive a car. I don't drive a car. I don't drive a car. But no, life is funny. I was telling these guys a minute ago, when I was in my food poisoning fever dream the first night, it made a whole lot of sense to me. Like, I was just like, I was under the cover, and I was sweating, and I was shaking, but I was going into this other place, which was between sleep and not sleep. And in my head, I thought, because my teeth aren't great. They're a lot better than they used to be. I put about $10,000 in my teeth about 10 years ago, but no one would ever say, like, you ever see Dill's teeth? They're beautiful. I know that for a fact. And luckily, I've been very lucky having lots of girlfriends and whatnot, and that hasn't gotten in the way of my fortitude. But, I'm no young man anymore, but in my weird fever dreams, I was kind of like moving and stuff, and of course, when you're sweating and you're sickly, you're laying on your back for some reason. You're not in your usual comfort, like fetus position, and you're on your back, and it's your face to the sky, the world. And in my head, I thought, yeah, I should get all my teeth taken out and get those, what are they called? The implants. I should just get all fake teeth, up and down, top and bottom. That's great. And in my dream, it made so much sense. Like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Like, as if I'm writing it down. Like, in my dream, I do that. Here, you get fake teeth. Sounds great. And I have friends that have done it. It looks great. And I know people that aren't necessarily friends that have done it, and they get that, like, super white neon. That looks crazy. And they have fake tan, which on top. But if you want that, and you're looking for the kind of girl that attracts, I think that's good for you. I think that's great. But, yeah, it's weird what was making sense in my weird fever dream and whatnot. But what else is fucking going on, man? I don't know. I said that as if someone just asked me and I was annoyed. I don't know. Get off my back. Stop trying to tell me what to do. Did I talk about going? No, I didn't. There've been guests on the show, but about a week ago I went to visit my mom in Ventura. That was nice. My mom thought that if she sees the square on the YouTube, like the thumbnail, pop up, that means we're live. And I was like, Mom, we're not live. She goes, I saw it. And my mom's she's not out of it at all. She's very with it. But she just, like, I'm super technically inept, so you fucking add, 35 years onto my life, whatever, 30 years onto my life. She's technically inept in that realm. I mean, she's born in fucking 44. But I said, Mom, I'm not live. She goes, but it's on the thing. And I said, sure. She goes, Jason, some of that music's just too crazy for me. I said, no, I get it. Like, I'm not always playing Stevie Wonder and the shit you like. But I think you'd be surprised. There's sometimes songs that I play you like, especially at the end. And she said, I'll have to look at that. But I do like when you're talking. So when I'm in the bathtub, I turn down the music real low. And so when I hear you're back on, I listen. I was like, that's nice, Mom. Thank you. I was like, I act like a total fucking jackass and I'm totally fucking silly. She goes, no, you sound smart. I go, I do not sound smart. No, Jason, you sound smart. I was like, well, thanks, Mom. Not trying to. But I said, you know when you're on a video on YouTube, you know there's that red bar at the bottom? And she gets this look and kind of scrunches her face up. She goes, no. I go, at the bottom of the YouTube, there's the video in the square, the actual where the picture is. There's this red ball with a bar that goes as you're watching it. And she goes, not on mine. And I said, the way we do it, if you see videos going, that means music's playing. If you see it's just one of my silly pictures I paint really quickly, and for the record, and this is me being totally insecure, the stuff I paint that ends up being pictures for the show, like what you're seeing right now when you're watching, if I did one, which I usually do, those aren't my usual paintings. I'm just painting something pretty silly on paper to have for the show. But I said, you can fast forward with this red ball on the thing. And I was on the phone with her. This is after I was visiting, and I was on the phone with her talking about it. She goes, oh, I see. I said, so if you see the videos going, that means there's music. If you see it stopped and it's just as FA radio with the painting, that's when I'm talking. She goes, oh my gosh, okay, that's good. Now I can catch up. I said, Mom, no pressure. No pressure. But yeah, that, and wish there was a better word for it. Food poisoning. It sounds so dramatic. You know, it's like you poisoning, you think, oh, you died. It's like, no. But for what it does to the trauma that it brings to your body, it is fucking poison. Holy shit. Might as well have taken poison. Like, holy shit, and it was so funny at points of just sweating and shivering, just like laughing, like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, I can't believe this is happening. This is so funny. And then part of me thought too, like, what if like dying is not even that big of a deal? Like, what if it's like, well, you did it, here it is, and you're laughing now, but bitch, ready to go to sleep? We're cutting this out. Like, what if you're like, oh my God, this is crazy, I'm sweating, like, then you're dead. Oh man. But yeah, that, and what else should we talk about? I don't know. I'm really in a funny mind state tonight. That must be annoying for people listening to the show. Like, oh, again, this dickhead. It's in a funny mind state. I think you know the difference between when I'm doing the show and I come on, I'm like, wham, bam, hey, what's up? And the music's whatever, and I'm like, hey guys, what up? And we're laughing and everything's great. Like, that means like I'm not in a funny mind state. But when I come on the show, I'm like, yeah, guys, but yeah, shit, I'm kind of, I feel funny. Like, that's when I feel funny. And tonight, but at least I got a good excuse this time. Got the dang old food poisoning. Who knows where it came from? Got the salmonella. But it's fun to have felt one way doing the beginning of the show, and now that I've had a few glasses of wine, I feel pretty good. Gonna go down to the Regal Beagle. You guys know what the Regal Beagle is? You guys ever watched the show Three's Company?
Not really.
It was a great show from the 70s. That was on when I was a child. And I won't go any further. But that was their local bar, the Regal Beagle. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a good
Anytime
time.
like that would start at night, I would turn the channel to something else.
It was
Hey, Arnold.
it was the Three's Company was such a funny show for a young child to watch because it was about these two women living in an apartment which seemed to be Santa Monica, and the setting, the fictional setting was Santa Monica, and they had a roommate which was Jack Tripper, played by I can't remember. He passed away, and I know his name, but I can't think of it. But they told the landlord, Mr. Furley. So he moved in with Chrissy and Janet, and Janet had black hair and Chrissy had blonde hair, and they always they was always wearing like 70s stuff, like dolphin shorts, and like, you know, it was like not super risque. It was what people wore back then, but it was overtly sexual. This show, I'm a little kid watching it, and Mr. Furley was the landlord, and later to be played by I can't think of anything tonight. Excuse me. Don Knotts. And anywho, the premise of the show was a dude needed an apartment, so he wanted to move in with his friends, or not his friends, people someone told him about an apartment. But you can't be a straight guy living there. You have to pretend you're gay. And so Mr. Furley would come in and be like, "Hey, Janet, hey, Chrissy," and then he would just always do like overtly gay jokes to Jack, like, "Well, you wouldn't know about that because you like boys." And it was like, and Jack would always be like, "You know me," and they were always like in this thing of trying to fool Mr. Furley, and I don't know. The late 70s, early 80s were crazy for television. It was insane. Like Different Strokes was such a fucking weird show, and we all watched that, and Three's Company, and all of it. Yeah, it was super strange. But I thought I was going into a quasi semi-intellectual form of some sort of topic of conversation when I was bringing up the brilliant audacity of being alive. I thought I had more to say on that subject, but I don't know. I guess for me, I and I love this one, like when someone says, "Oh my God, I got so sick," and I never get sick. Well, it's like, well, bitch, guess what? You just contradicted yourself, because just about 30 seconds ago you told me you got sick. So I'm not one of those. I never get sick. I rarely get sick. And I suppose I didn't get sick. Sick got me in this case. Like, you know, and I ingested it.
Who got who?
Right. So that was that. But yeah, what a funny thing. Like, what a funny thing. And I'm most certainly grateful to feel better and to feel alive, and even, you know, even still, no, I'm not asking for any sort of fucking award, but about 10 minutes before we hit record, I was like, guys, I don't know, maybe not tonight, but then if we don't do tonight, then it's gonna bleed into next week, and like we try to put the episodes out on Monday, but then sometimes we don't get done editing. They come out Tuesday, which is fine, because again, this doesn't need to be, you know, some sort of fucking scheduled podcast where Pauly Shore shows up. You know, it is what it is, and I don't know. What's funny right now is sitting here talking and not having too much to say. I think for the most part, a lot of times when I'm talking, I got a whole bunch of stupid shit to say, so that's fun. So I suppose we'll just walk the tightrope of purgatory until the point where anything I'm saying gets so complacent that it's unanimously annoying, and then we'll just have to keep it fucking moving. But yeah, and again, we don't cut much out of this show. Like every now and then, I'll say, that one part. That's not even that funny, so we need that in there. But that's pretty rare. Usually it's just we press record and obviously people are like, yeah, no shit, we're listening to the show. We know you're not doing anything special. I just want to do an AI episode where like we just feed AI all of my linguistics and all of my cadence and all of my voice. And I guess it'll get like some of my jokes and sense of humor, and it's only me. It's not even you guys. And then we write in like how to make a whole show, like we direct it and we see what it comes up with. That might be super funny, but we'll never do that. It's actually silly. I think everyone's probably talking about this on any sort of thing they're putting out. We should do this in AI, huh? We should go to KFC and order an AI and see what happens. What's happening right now? There's so much stupid shit happening right now, and I still can't believe still can't believe men think it's okay to wear Crocs. And I can't believe that men think it's okay to wear flip-flops. It's so strange to go to a nice restaurant and I watch a woman walk in, she's like dressed nicely, and then her boyfriend comes up in cargo shorts and flip-flops. It's like, you're okay with that? Like, that's okay? Like that Steve's gonna take you out to dinner in flip-flops and cargo shorts? It just seems to me as if you're okay with wearing and look, if you live on any island, totally cool, fine, fuck it. Like that's what goes. Like you're, you know, if peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis, like that kind of shit. But yeah, I don't understand. I just think there's a lack of. I feel like people that wear flip flops and cargo shorts and a Star Wars shirt might not wash their butthole enough. But I'm being very judgmental. That's crazy.
Probably right.
I shouldn't be so judgmental. Jeez, I'm such an asshole. I should just turn myself into the asshole police right now. All right, fucker, come with us. We got a call about you. Heard you being an asshole.
Where's the bull?
We're gonna throw you in the hole.
It's the callback.
Hey guys, it smells in here. Yeah, you should have been an asshole. You gotta stay the night in there. Learn your lesson. What happened to GoPro? Are people still putting GoPros in their mouth? Really good surfers put GoPros in their mouth and film their thing, and I can't judge them because they're so good at surfing. But there's certain surfers that I respect so much. Where I'm just like, God, not respect so much that I don't even fucking know them. Like I'm happy to say, like, I'm friends with Kelly Slater. I haven't talked to him in fucking ages, but Slater fucking rules. Who rules even more? Nathan Fletcher. Love Nathan. I haven't seen Nathan in ages, but the times I've spent with Nathan, I don't know. I kind of look at surfing on a high level as I look at jazz musicians, where it's just like, or even painters and whatnot, where it's like, God damn, how do you do that? That shit is so incredible. That comes from the earth, and you're on top of it, and you're fucking going through it, and then getting barreled, like, then you're up in the air. Should have been a surfer. Should have been a surfer. But yeah. How much am I boring you now? New game show. Brought to you by FA Radio. Are you bored yet?
Mr. Beast Warehouse Challenge.
I prefer to watch Mr. Yeast.
The baking channel.
What are you doing? You're making lots of noise. What are you doing?
I'm not trying to make noise, I'm sorry.
Now I hear the clickety-clack.
He's scurrying.
I'm hearing the clickety-clack. You just caused it. You'll
I
hear
don't
it.
mean big cause or baby.
When you hear it, you'll hear it when you go back to the thing. Hey, guess what? You're going to hear all about it. That's a funny comeback to someone. Someone says something to you. Like, hey, guess what? You're going to hear all about it. You made a big mistake, bud. Barking up the wrong fucking tree.
You're gonna hear all about it.
Let's play some music for all of you lovely people. Not that. Sorry, I pressed the wrong thing. Ooh, I was on echo mode, echo chamber mode. Hello, please take your seats. The movie will begin soon.
no girl, and that is I love you. If I give my heart to you, baby, baby, never ever let me down. Never let me down. If I give my heart to you, if I give my heart to you, never ever let me down. If I give my heart to you, baby, 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 never let me down. There's one thing you do not know, girl, and that is I need you. Now one more thing you do not know, girl, and that is I love you. If I give my heart to you, baby, never, never let me down. Baby, 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 if I give my heart to you, baby, never, never, never let me down. Never let me down. Never let me down.
walk along the street each day. These are the words I hear some people say. Many a girl never dig a guy until he is riding high. Today you're up and top, and tomorrow you're right down flat. Everybody seems to turn their back. You're all alone, on your own, without a home, no place to roam. Hey, hey, that's the way life goes. Tomorrow one never knows. That's the way life goes today. Don't you know? That's the way life goes. Tomorrow one never knows. That's the way life goes today. Now another fella told me that, and I believe it's for a fact. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Make you feel you're left out. If you get back on your feet again, then everybody wants to be your friend, telling you and them you can depend. You're a king, got everything. Drawbells ring, you can sing. Hey, hey, that's the way life goes. Tomorrow one never knows. That's the way life goes today. Don't you know? That's the way life goes. Tomorrow one never knows. No, no. That's the way life goes today. Hey, don't you know? That's the way life goes. Tomorrow one never knows. That's the way life goes.
That's the way life goes. Tomorrow we'll never know. That's the way life goes today. Jimmy Cliff. What a great man. Sad I never got to watch Jimmy Cliff play in person. I'm not big on concerts. I don't like being around other people. I'm uncomfortable being around other people when they're overtly enjoying something, and I know that makes me a bit of a sociopath. But isn't this good? Oh yeah, dude, play it. It's like, fuck you. Have you guys ever seen? Who knows how many millions of views this has, but fuck it. I thought of it, so we have to look at it. So Kyle, type in kids at the beach poop attack. Seagulls poop attack.
What?
All right, there it is. So make it big.
Sound?
No.
No sound.
No, actually play the sound for your guys' enjoyment. Sorry, I was thinking of the radio enjoyment, but fuck it, it doesn't matter.
Man, you got it all over my fingers.
This looks really good.
Tonight's dinner.
Word.
And it's not good to do this, like to like make trash like this. That's terrible. I know it's terrible. These are young kids.
Oh no. Oh no.
There's an epic technique to put it on the ground and kick it.
This is what kids were doing before Fortnite. It's so evil.
Do you know what they
Oh,
did?
they got on the baby.
They put laxatives in the food.
Oh, shit on the baby.
It's on the cup.
Whoa.
Dude, someone's
It
baby.
was on the bed.
Someone's baby got it.
Go back again.
Yeah, play it again.
Go
Baby
back.
got it bad.
It was on the cup.
These kids are sick.
Yeah. Sick fucks.
Oh man. Play it without sound.
Half speed.
So they're in Santa Monica. Look at this.
Oh man.
Rollerblade.
Baby got it.
Look at his hair.
The baby.
Poor baby. That guy doesn't even know.
The cop. It's so fucked up. I know. It just that I thought of that video and it made me laugh. That's not cool to do, but it was really funny. It was really funny. And you shouldn't kick a bunch of trash and into the sand. Of course. This is a very irresponsible video to show you guys, but
I think seagulls are kind of stupid, but that's just.
I thought it was very funny. I thought it would elicit more of a audacious laughter out of you guys, but apparently I was wrong.
No.
I painted you guys all wrong.
Got the baby.
I'm turning the fan on. I don't care. Cause guess what? We made it through the show. Well, I've made it through the fucking show. But yeah, man, shit. I say it all the time. Every name of this, every show should be called "But Yeah, Man." Boy. Again, thank you for all your concerns and well wishes. Really. Because I didn't know if I was gonna make it through the episode. But here I am. Brr, I'm strong. I'm buzzed. Buzz Lightyear. To infinity and your butthole. It's gonna be funny when I win the Nobel Peace Prize for this show. People are gonna be like, I never thought. I was gonna say, I was about to tell you, I didn't think it would happen either. I thought like a Pulitzer out of the book I'm gonna write about this show maybe would happen, but when the Nobel Peace Prize came along, I said, I was just surprised as all of you people. You know, right. You know, yeah. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I enjoyed getting back to feeling a bit normal, which is nice, with the help of my friend Red Wine. This show is brought to you by Red Wine. What's that? You say you're not feeling too fine? How about you drink some red wine? Yeah. But, so this has been the Throw Up Show. And, the Throw Up and Shivering and Chattering Your Teeth Show. Glad to be back in better graces. And, I don't know, I feel like I want to tell you more fun stuff and make you laugh. But, I don't know what to say. My brain is so funny. I don't know what to say. But yeah, I suppose that's it. I'm gonna play 2 more songs that some of you may not like, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand that Garfield guy. What the fuck is that? I hate Mondays. Like, lasagna. Like, what the fucking...
Okay.
And then Jim's just like a bitch, like doing whatever Garfield wants. Shame on Bill Murray for doing those movies. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't like Garfield.
And I hate those stupid benches all over the city right now. The orange one.
What is
See
it?
that? The orange benches.
What? Because there's a movie coming out?
The entire city. Like, they must have paid the city to do it because they painted all of the bus benches orange.
Well,
they have Garfield ads.
you think they paid the city to
They
do
had
it?
To do it.
Yes, it's called advertising. And that
Yeah.
costs money. you think they paid to do it?
You know, you got me.
I mean, last time I put my movie out, they just let me do it. I put shit everywhere.
I figured, like, it's different, though, when you gotta do, like, a thing that's, like, controlled by the Metro.
Of course they paid for it. Of course they paid for it. It's all bad movies. It's all fucking unfrosted Jerry Seinfeld. I didn't watch that shit.
The B movie.
Why is everything so bad? Why are all movies so fucking horrible? Why are movies so dumb? Like, nothing's good. Everything's Avengers or fucking some bullshit.
Garfield.
I'm getting negative. Getting so negative. Because what? My dumb old ass can watch all my movies I like from a long time ago. I don't need... I could dip into some Korean films I haven't seen, or I can dip into some Japanese films I haven't seen, which are always great. Even the new ones. They really are. Just try it sometime. But that's that, folks. What a funny show. Who knows? Who knows? That's the way life goes. Tomorrow we'll never know. Don't get in where you fit in. Fit in where you get in. One time I met Robin Gibbons,
Yeah.
and she gave me her phone number. I said, I'm not calling her. She's crazy. All right, folks. I'll see you later. Bye.
If I ever see you again, get it on time, get it on time. If anyone asks you if I ran, tell them I was flying, tell them I was flying. I've been waiting patiently, and come someday I hope to see that you will return at least and act alright. If I ever see you again, get it on time, get it on time. If things are falling out of place, put it on mine, put it on mine. You make me wanna hide my face when I've been crying, when I've been crying. There goes Richie with a one-way ticket. If he's gonna miss it, at least he'll go down trying. If I ever see you again, get it on time, 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 get it on time. Get it on time, 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 get it on time. Get it on time, 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 get it on
Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. Ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien. C'est payé, balayé, oublié. Je me fous du passé. Avec mes souvenirs, j'ai allumé le feu mes chagrins, mes plaisirs. Je n'ai plus besoin de balayer les amours avec leur trémolo, balayer pour toujours. Je repars à zéro. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, ni le bien qu'on m'a fait, ni le mal, tout ça m'est bien égal. Non, rien de rien. Non, je ne regrette rien, car ma vie, car mes joies, aujourd'hui, ça commence avec toi.
Thank you for listening. And that's all, folks.